Ukrainian and Russian negotiators wrapped up the first day of the US-mediated peace talks in Geneva. US envoy Steve Witkoff said that the talks had brought about meaningful progress, with negotiations expected to resume again today. Now, the talks come as Russia continues to shell Ukrainian cities. The Russian delegation was headed by Kremlin aide Vladimir Medinsky, while Ukraine's team was led by National Security Chief Rustem Umerov. Still photos released by Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council show officials from US, Russia and Ukraine around the negotiating table on the first day of these talks. Now, according to reports, a source close to the Russian delegation claimed that the latest round of talks were very tense. It lasted 6 hours before concluding without any significant progress. The meeting comes just a week before the 4th anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Earlier, 2 rounds of negotiations in Abu Dhabi failed to produce any breakthrough, as both sides appeared unwilling to shift their positions on territorial control or future security guarantees. In a statement posted on social media, Steve Witkoff credited Donald Trump's role in bringing both sides together, calling it a step towards stopping the killing in what he described as a terrible conflict. He added that negotiators agreed to brief their leaders and continue working towards a deal as discussions entered a second day. Now, without offering details, Ukraine's lead negotiator, Rustem Umerov, said that talks on day 1 in Geneva focused on practical issues and the mechanics of possible decisions. He confirmed negotiations would resume on Wednesday for the final day of talks. Even as negotiations got underway, fighting intensified even further. Ahead of talks in Geneva, Russia carried out airstrikes overnight across swathes of Ukraine, severely damaging the power network in the southern port city of Odessa. Ukrainian President Zelensky questioned Russia's commitment to peace, saying actions on the battlefield such as these speak louder than words at the negotiating table.
Even on the day when new formats of talks begin in Geneva, trilateral and bilateral with the United States, Russia responds with a strike. This very clearly demonstrates what Russia wants and what it is focused on. There were also nearly 400 drones. The threat of strikes does not disappear. Cold weather itself attracts Russia, and they will continue trying to turn winter into a weapon of war.
Meanwhile, in Russia's Leningrad region, 3 people were reported dead after an explosion caused a military commandant's office building to collapse. Authorities have opened a criminal investigation into the possible negligence and fire safety violations.